1. So it looks like they're going to be using that as a platform just to pivot themselves into more objectives and try and get that stranglehold on this early game, or at least continue to do so. Oh, where were we? Void Spirit, he's got a little like a ballerina. Look at him,
that looks
swirling
so cool.
around.
I don't think I've ever seen game paused at the exact moment. Look at him.
Gorgeous,
Beautiful.
He's entered the Shadow Realm. And away we go. And of course, if you're just joining us, game 1 here, this best of 3, Liquid against Talon. Nice little dodge of the assassinate by Mikoto. And an arrow landing. That slipped right in onto Mickey. But again, he's reasonably tanky with strength treads and that Ogre Belt. Offering a lot of damage now with the Maelstrom too.
And we can see Talon playing around their Void Spirit. They don't want to, like, they want him to have full HP, full mana all the time. Smoke from Team Liquid. This is a big kill if Boxy can find an opening.
Nisha gets in on top of 23. Punch there, and the control's good. Sharpshooter, not sure it was required, but it will secure the kill quickly nonetheless. And Boxy left for the Wolves as Talon come in to clear up. But this isn't just a kill on 23, it's a push on the tier 1.
They split them up so nicely. They get the kill. In the end, it's a trade, but you're killing Lina while your sniper is free farming and also getting the tap.
Pretty close to 0.
Pretty much.
Now gets his mech delivered, so this momentum is only going to build from Liquid.
This is the time where Team Liquid's lineup is very strong. With the next Exorcism, Zai, and the rest of the team, if they take a fight, they have more than enough sustain to get inside the Roche pit. And look at this Insania. Like, he does have Living Armor maxed out, so he's pre-casting Living Armor on that Prophet. Yeah,
and Mikoto in a little bit of danger. Going to jump away from the Sharpshooter there. Rune grabbed by Nisha, and a silence just off the mark from Zai. Assassinate connects, but Q is long gone. Nisha Invis still hunting. And Mikoto, okay, Astral Step is coming off cooldown now, so he should have the ability to slip away from Liquid's grasps when they do come up into that top jungle. And it looks like they didn't care about the ward down in the bottom jungle. Insania pinged it, and he's like, whatever, we're not going to play there. We're playing top, we're playing mid, we're controlling Roshan.
He did a classic position 5 move. Instead of moving and de-warding it, he TP'd bottom to just get some XP there, which I don't mind. Like, he can de-ward it a bit later, but so far so good for Team Liquid. Like, in terms of net worth, the game is pretty even. Talon, of course, they do want to stall the game as much as possible because they do have this Naga Siren from the off lane, which the hero doesn't want to join early on. You want to be able to farm up, but so does Lina. Also, these two heroes love to farm at the same spot, so I think Jabs will need to risk it a bit more, get out of the map, and let Lina farm the triangle.
Yeah, try and drag Liquid away from the Lina as best he can. And they've got plenty of tools to disengage and reset team fights, or at least make the territory the Liquid are invading a little bit more challenging with Tombstone, Song of the Siren, and of course Moonlight Shadow to get away from any scraps they don't really want to be involved in. So I think Talon have a pretty good understanding of where they want to be as we move into the 13th minute of gameplay. And back underway we head. Enemy Ancients.
Oh, not again. Nisha with the invis.
Nisha's
they
coming.
Just place a sentry.
They see him. Q going to get caught down, punched down. Tombstone's dropped, and it looks like they're going to force Liquid away from here. Plenty of zombies on Nisha. He's going to have to clear them out. On him. Incredibly slow indeed.
But there is no follow-up. Again, Void Spirit, he needs to be everywhere for Talon. He needs to be the one playing with Mirana, using the Ether Remnant, setting things up. Does have Witchblade available this time around, so a bit more damage coming out from him.
Yeah, it's imperative this Void Spirit offers you that damage when you know everybody else is going to be hitting creeps for the foreseeable future. And have we peeked into Jabs' item build? Is it the
good old... It's going to be a standard. Manta style.
Orchid most likely.
Okay. Yeah, just wants to be able to scale pretty much, carry from the offlane as we mentioned. This is how they played. It's very greedy so far. I'd say it's been working okay.
Yeah.
I think the lanes, maybe the top lane could have been better in terms of what they could have gotten from the lane, but the other two lanes, I think they got what they wanted.
Yeah, they've not suffered too much in terms of lane bleed and feeding away unnecessary deaths. And of course, later down the line, Naga Siren with Song into Arrow, Tombstone setup. They can get in on top of Sniper with relative ease. So definitely curious to see, how well Nisha can play maybe that defensive style to save the sniper, or if he wants to play aggressively onto the Lina.
Yeah, I think Nisha has a pretty good understanding what the job is. Going into Blink Dagger next. This time around, it seems like it's not going to be a Deso build, something that has been popular throughout the DPC first tour.
Or the BKB as well.
Yeah, he's opting to get that Blink Dagger. I think he realizes that with the front line that they have, and if he gets the snowball save on Sniper, because Sniper's going to be the most damage. Like, Dead Prophet and Sniper, it's a lot. Like, you have Tusk, you have Treant Protector in the front line to soak up the damage. Like, Dead Prophet, if she manages to get 2 Spirit Siphon, it's a lot. Like, I don't think they have enough burst damage, especially with the snowball save coming out.
And living armor and everything else, yeah.
The problem I see is Sniper. I don't think they're going to be able to close the gap on him, even though they have, like, Naga Siren, they do have a Void Spirit. But the other heroes, like, they don't want to get close. Lina wants to keep the distance. Marana, she doesn't really provide you with much. One silence, one root, one stun, she's dead.
Yeah, so then it becomes very important to have that sneaky vision to try and spot out the sniper when you're entering the team fights. See where you can place these tombstones or set up with that song into arrow. But yeah, you're right, it's very close in terms of the metrics. Net worth-wise, dead even here, 13 minutes in. And Sniper is up at the top. But there's the Naga Siren and the Lina, not too far behind. Do you think Void Spirit will struggle if this game drags out in terms of itemization?
I don't think he's going to be able to... Like,
he's sacrificial.
He needs to be. Like, I think Mikoto needs to play this type of a game because he's not the real carry. You have Lina and you have Naga from the off lane, so you want to be able to get in, get stuff done. Most likely you're going to die. One snowball, one silence before you have any dispel. You're not tanky enough to survive. Like, Treant Protector uses Overgrowth, you're donezo.
It feels very similar to like Chris Luck on EG, right? You've got these 2 side lanes that are like carries.
Pretty much, and in terms of the hero that he's playing, fits the C-Smile profile.
Yeah, absolutely does. Yeah, very sacrificial, playmaking mid, and then 2 literal hyper carries in the side lanes. Yeah, when Talon get back underway, 15 seconds for that Mirana to respawn. I'll see what they can do out on the map, because pressuring that bottom tier 1 so far has been impossible. Insane is just camping down there. Pretty well farmed on the Treant. 3k saved up. While Ollie has just spent his tombstone. Doesn't feel particularly good. And yeah, what, Treant halfway to Blink already, hey?
Yeah, it does have 1,000 gold. A bit different. I've seen even position 5 Treants going for a shard build, which is okay in certain situations. I think here it's much better to have like someone to follow up on the initiation. Also, just to have a better counter initiation when they decide to get a jump, because Talon's damage is pretty limited. Like Void Spirit gets a couple of his abilities off. You have Lina with the right clicks, and if she manages to use ulti, the damage kind of falls off quickly.
A single target as well, right? So if they go on someone,
much AoE, exactly.
They have to pick their target very wisely. So
this is why this blink from Tusk is going to come in very handy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, save that one hero they go on, which is likely, like you say, going to be the sniper. And you've got the potential there for the blink overgrowth to disrupt things even further. But yeah, Talon going to have to choose their targets very carefully in these team fights. And probably just honestly dodge team fights for the next 10-15 minutes or so.
As long as they can. They might try to go for something sneaky once Team Liquid decides to go for Roche. And looking at this artwork.
Gorgeous.
It's just beautiful.
Those chiseled features. And he's the best player in the world, you know.
He doesn't agree with that one.
Well, he's wrong.
He's definitely wrong. Nisha has been, you know, a player that has been so stable and so good. And yeah, something about his smile as well.
Yeah, he's got his own flag bearer creeper as well, standing on the portrait. Oh, look at him. Oh, similarities? No? Tusk, Nisha? Back to me again. It's an Old Spice commercial. Lots of drawing on the map too now. I think Talon have to take that aggressive posture at some point. If it's just Naga, even if it's just Naga Siren cutting waves bottom, they need a way to enter that bottom jungle, get the tier 1 down there as well. This
Seems
feels
like it's time to go.
difficult prospect for them. Because you're always worried about...
I've got to be honest to you and the chat.
Yeah, what's up?
I was spamming F9. It's my keyboard is either not working or...
Valve have disconnected that option
yeah,
from your
in
account.
2015, unfortunately.
They've used it too often. There's a quota, there's a limit. You only get 3,000 unpauses and pauses per account. Insane, you're very happy. Just sticking it down bottom lane. He's got Seeds of Serenity queued up in his quick buy. You can't buy those. No.
He's a tree. He makes seeds, so I think that's an okay thing to do.
Yeah, you can make them, but you can't buy them.
You can queue it up.
They're magic seeds. Grow a big old beanstalk with them. All right, here comes Talon. They're not playing bottom. They're playing up top. They knew Mickey was up there farming away.
And look at Mickey.
Like a
he
champ.
has a pretty good read the spot he's sitting at. Like he's even down there. Zai, they know that they don't have enough damage to kill him. Zai just showed his mech very close to Guardian Greaves. So this, can they get the Squirrel? Yes, they can.
Yeah. They couldn't kill Zai. I'm unsure if they could even kill Mickey, honestly. He's got Raindrop, Strength Treads, plenty of tankiness. Zai and Mickey just have a bit of a poke there in Makoto. Get him out of that mid lane. 23. Okay, going to wander back to the Ancients. It was looking like Nisha was eyeing up the Lina. Yeah, 23 Savage in a decent spot still. Falcon Blade, Maelstrom heading into that BKB quickly. So opting not to go for the earlier Gleipnir, wants that protection to be able to withstand the onslaught the Liquid are bringing.
There's still a decent amount of abilities that go through Magic Immunity. Oh, Jab gets silenced.
He's in the spot that he needs to be, and I feel like this death is a necessity. Jabs is going to die, and Zai on a mega kill streak, but it forces Exo, it forces Liquid down to bottom lane. It's just that kind of has to be where Naga sits, right? There's nowhere else on the map for her to play.
Yeah, she can't get into a triangle. This is where your real carry is. This is why you picked Lina. And Zai, using Exo, using that Spirit Siphon, Song of the Siren didn't really save her there, so he gets in there, tries to deal some damage to a tier 1 tower, so it's not for nothing. But
so ghosts don't sleep?
Yeah, can't put Ghost to sleep.
Interesting, yeah. It's permanently awake, haunting people in their dreams. Where's Ollie TPing off to? Going up top for a Talon, heading up there, and Jabs, yeah, just going to stick it out in that bottom lane. Maxed out mirror image, heading pretty quickly into his Manta style, just a few hundred gold away. And a pull into the large camp, 15.5 minutes in. Insania looking for a bit of bonus farm. Does get scouted by the arrow, but this is set up for Makoto to clear through the majority of it.
All about the efficiency, Insania. You mentioned it like a minute ago. He's half there until he's getting his Blink Dagger, and now only 200 gold away.
Very, very speedy progression for the tree. 4,000 net worth. Mirana looking like she's in a similar spot as well. So Q not having a bad game himself. Has the Arcanes and the mech heading to the Greaves, so you've got that sustain. Shrapnel. Oh, that was close.
That was so close. Nisha had Walrus Punch on autocast, so if he gets close, he would get punched. Team Liquid, they were underneath the ward this whole time.
Talon know what's up, and now they're swarming into mid. Invis there from Q's Mirana. Zai has living armor on him, and Arrow gets tanked by one of the creeps. So Zai's away, and the Tombstone's wasted.
In terms of killing the Tombstone, they don't have the best heroes. Like Sniper this time around does not have Mask of Madness, so the extra attack speed is not there. He can still kill it, but
he doesn't want to.
He does not want to just like in the middle of a team fight start hitting a Tombstone.
Yeah, not an ideal situation for him. But there's that nasty Naga Siren.
Oh, Nisha gets the punch.
Oh, the control is there. Sharpshooter to finish off the Void
and it's
Spirit.
time to get rushed. This is the perfect timing for Team Liquid. Zai, Exorcism just came off cooldown.
Perfect.
They also have a point in attack team. Way too much sustain coming out from the Guardian Greaves. Let's see if they maybe try to go for it. Maybe Morana leaps in, but seems like it's not going to happen. Jabs is at the bottom, does not want to pop that Song of the Siren. Maybe he learned his lesson last time using Song during the Exo. The damage still can be very deadly.
Yeah, nowhere nearby. Talon just let it go. Still a decent amount of time to wait for the Exo to come back up, but Liquid going to be happy with the state of affairs. Makoto with his DD rune though, going in onto Nisha, but arrow off the mark from Q.
Combo's not there.
And now Boxy's coming in, they're thinking about the play on Makoto. Even under the dire ward, they get the control, damage is coming with the assassinate there, but Makoto surviving. They've got the sustain from this Mirana Undying. And Mickey killing off the tombstone quickly. Will turn onto Ollie, need the control to stun him up. 23 bailing away from this fight while Nisha reinitiates. Makes another appearance in the fight to take him down.
Q did a good job, body block that sharpshooter coming out from Hoodwink just to make sure. I don't think it would be a kill, but you know, still blocking it with the body. So next EXO will be available in 70 seconds. We're gonna see that replay. It was, let's see the damage coming out. It could have been if he didn't, like, if he released it slightly earlier.
Now back on the map for Talon. Nagasaren's a nuisance. Nisha with the haste finds an illusion, so Jab's gonna get the song off. There's a snowball coming, so he can't TP. Boxy's nearby. Jab's trying it now. Can they connect with a stun before he retreats?
Nice time by Jabs.
Ooh.
Was able to get out of the trouble. This is the type of a game that Talon need to play right now. They need to get out of the map, split push as much as they can, especially with Nagasiren and the illusions. The thing is, things are gonna get, I'd say, tougher for Lina. Like, Sniper is a really good counter. They do have heroes in the front line that can soak up so much damage, and then if you're trying to go for a split push, if you go for that one extra wave, you have Treant Protector and Hoodwink, two best heroes that play from the trees. Talon, they're not gonna even defend this one.
No, just let it fall. Don't even bother bringing a single hero or a Naga illusion up top. Just don't want to fight into Team Liquid right now. Aiming down bottom as we see a bunch of ropes and straps coming out of Boxy. Gets into the tree line. Sharpshooter and Tumbler's toy. Getting a bit of distance, but 23's there. Lands the Light Strike Array. Pummels into the Hoodwink with an awful amount of damage. Mirana will get there with a final touch. Starstorm to secure the kill on Boxy, 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 Boxy.
Yeah, pretty much. Boxy so far died 5 out of 7 times.
Boxy's team tag is very, very self-aware. He's got 3 Boxies at the end of his name.
Paying tribute to one of the best players in Team Liquid. Yeah, I love that. Team Liquid is just a team that is having so much fun.
Insania's found it. Overgrowth into silence.
It's a level 3 silence.
Get the damage on top of him. That's him dead. Mickey with a dominating streak. Oh boy. That ward. Again, they just have this vision in prime spots to see what Talon are up to.
Arcane Rune available on Tusk. This is where you would want to take a fight. He's going into Aghanim Scepter next. I feel like we've seen different builds coming out from Tusk, and we've also seen, I think good example is Lar. Whenever he plays Tiny, he goes for this like Blink Yule's E-Blade, which you would expect it from position 4 Tiny.
Yeah.
And now we even see it from Tusk, like going for a Force Staff to be able to get away from the trouble, because they understand that the real threat is coming out from this arrow. This is their combo.
Oh.
Punch.
Ow. Oof, that hurts, and he might still die nonetheless. Arrows there and a good tombstone down. Talon trying to fight around with Makoto coming back in. They'll burst down
Yes,
Nisha.
they can.
23 about to fall though. Zai's gone straight into the back lines of the Spirit Siphons, and the ghosts are flowing. Q so close to death, and Zai just 1v4ing. They've lost Nisha and traded him for the Lina, but Liquid still looking hot as they invade that enemy ancient spot.
They use the Exorcism, still holding the Aegis on Mickey for another 40 seconds, so this is gonna be another tier 2 tower, it seems. Like, this is pretty much their combo. This arrow setup with either End Snare or with the Remnant, so one of the reasons why we see Force Staff being queued even by Tusk. So I think once they get Force Staffs on their other 2 supports, things are gonna get much easier.
Just claiming tower after tower. The dominoes are toppling over. This is all money into the pockets of Liquid. Mjolnir done now for Mickey Sniper. And he's seeming like an unstoppable assassination machine. 4-0-2, but maybe I've spoken too soon. No, Q just going to leap away. Doesn't want to set up and play with a sniper. He runs out of there.
They do still have that high ground vision in the enemy triangle. We'll
You're
probably
right.
play around it. Talon probably has a good read where it is. you know, so it might get dewarded. Q used Moonlight Shadow. They didn't get much out of it. Mikoto now playing inside the trees, trying to get something done, but needs to be a bit more careful considering how things went last time. That long duration silence, needs to be careful about it.
He's playing a dangerous game here, isn't he? Look, he's being pinged out, hey? Goes for the TP. Successful this time. Boxy was
just
nearly
a second
there.
too late.
Well, this is that systematic gameplay we know from Liquid. Swing out from top into mid into bot. A very smooth maneuver all the way across the map. And it's basically just one hero at a time. Mickey, no fear to show alone down south. Does have a couple of heroes nearby, but they're edging back across the mid lane into that northern jungle.
I mean, look at what Mickey's doing. He's solo sieging a tower at the moment, but the
Well,
rest
yeah.
of the team, they're smoked up. They want to take a fight.
Mickey's pretending like he's got people behind him, but they have moved in onto Mikoto. He's up on the high ground. Overgrowth misses. Nisha's still on top
I
of
don't
the
think
Void
they have a
Spirit.
follow-up.
They don't. Mikoto will be okay at half HP. A Talon thinking about how they can re-enter this fight.
Mickey took that tower alone. I like this type of a play when you're pretending something's happening, playing aggressive, like your team is backing you up, but they're making a move on a different side of the map. And because they still had a tier 1 tower in the mid lane, Mickey TP's there and is ready to join a fight. Nisha, this time around, will bottle a haste rune.
Yeah, it's like, of course the Tuscan Treant are behind me. Where else could they be? Oh, yeah, they're in
They're
your
a very
jungle.
good team. We would not make a mistake like this. Mickey seems like he wants to hit the high ground.
Oh, yeah? He wants to
Again.
go up the staircase, does he?
Did some decent tower damage
I mean, Talon are on the opposite
on
side of
the
the
top
map.
tower.
Liquid, they're going up. Talon trying to catch up. They're going to walk into Insania.
Oh, he
Sentry is
knows.
down. He knows. He sees them. Oh, he doesn't have overgrowth, but the rest of the team will come on in. In we go with Nisha's punch, catching the Void Spirit, but the song comes. Tombstone's down, Assassinate flies, but the arrow connects in onto Nisha's tusk. Where's the follow-through? Lina on the high ground, on the low ground, fighting into the sniper on the right-hand side. They kill off Nisha, and Mickey battling in a 1v1 with 23. Boxy helps out, and Sniper survives. Turns and kills the Undying.
He's in a good spot.
Oh no, Q, you've walked into the wrong fight, my son.
Oh man, 23, he tried to square up and fight against Mickey, but Mickey, he's way too farmed. He has 7,000 extra net worth on this Lina, and this might be the first set of barracks. They still have Exo running for another 10 seconds. They killed Tusk. It seems like Nisha's playing this sacrificial mid in this game because he also understands that the rest of the team will be able to clean up.
Yeah, if he can draw all that attention, bait spells, why the hell not? He's so tanky, it takes a lot to kill him off. And that melee rack's not long for this world. Finished off by Liquid. A few more little love taps come. Mickey clears
I thought
it out.
Chaps is going to go for a deny.
It looked like it.
Get those style points.
And then swiftly across the map they go. Liquid TPing back into mid to head into that northern jungle.
Next Roche will sync up perfectly with Exo, so
Nice.
they will have it available. Mikoto doesn't have Sanj yet. That extra status resistance could get him out of the trouble. Double damage bottled by Nisha.
The potential one-hit kills. If he gets on top of that Undying, Mirana. I mean, even just jumping Lina, taking 30-40% of her HP.
Mickey going in all in on damage. Was holding on to that Brigand's Blade, which did help out killing that Lina. The lower you are, the more damage you do. And now, buying a Crystallis, going into Daedalus next. They also have Aghanim Scepter this time around on Nisha, so...
They've got so many blinks on Liquid.
They have Blinks and Force Staffs.
The mobility is nuts. So they can blink Overgrowth, blink Snowball save, and down. Now Zai has a blink. Just Exo blink in, Kaya Sands Greaves, unkillable DP. Outputting some serious damage. Oh, Mikoto. Boxy's hunting you, lands the Bushwhack. Did get off the Resonant Pulse to tank up a little bit, but the chain stuns are coming. No, Dissimulate down to the right-hand side. Still pretty low on Mikoto, and no Astral Steps remaining. He's going to die with a punch from Nisha. They take him down.
And they are going to go for a push. In terms of how they can approach this fight, maybe with the Moonlight Shadow, try to backstab, get something on Sniper, but if there's a Snowball save, because we said it, there's a punch, only on the Illusion right now. Team Liquid, they want to take this fight. They understand how strong they are.
Just go straight back up. What is to stop them? This Naga Siren may be, you know, quote-unquote online now, as is the Lina, but they've lost...
Make a four-staff a creep inside their base.
Oh yeah, Nisha, high ground attempt, he jumped in and died.
Oh, a bit of a yikes. Where's the voice line? I don't consider myself the best player.
He was trying something there, wasn't he?
He was trying to go for a kick back, snowball, but quick reaction. Instant silence coming up from Naga Siren and then Net.
And now Boxy jumps upon, jabs with his heart.
Nisha instantly queues up BKB after that fight.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice. Jabs diving behind tier 1, thinking about the song. Does get a root onto Mickey, immediately dispelled off by the BKB. Turning on the Naga, but again, she's very tanky.
Especially with the hard pickup.
Well, Liquid.
Gleipnir, also used by Lina. This is also gonna be another setup for an arrow. Roshan is up. Rest of the team Liquid gonna pop a smoke.
They can't let Talon get away with this.
Liquid is so quick, moving around the map, getting stuff done. Let's see what they can find.
Well, they're going to see a couple of heroes on that northern outpost. Who's leading the charge here?
Oh no,
Insania.
23. If he dies, there's no damage.
Jump away from Insania, though. Doesn't want to play raw into that team fight. Wants a bit of back and forth, but they go for the song. Arrow should come straight in onto Nisha and connect it there. 4 staff away, buy a bit of space. They are going to take him down, though. Tusk is gone and Boxy will follow. Talon fighting back around their timing while Ollie gets shredded by the ghosts and the buybacks. They're starting to flow. Ollie will return to battle in a sec. The overgrowth and Sniper's damage. Mickey, he opens up on them. 23 in a 1v1 against the Sniper is losing out. Zai's DP, too powerful. Jabs and Q, they're backing on Mickey. Mickey's so low, but he stands his ground. Destroys them all.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine.
You're so fine, you're blowing my mind.
Mickey, I think this might be it. This might be the game, Gary. Zai and Mickey in that fight, soaking up so much. 10,000 damage dealt by Mickey. Like, this is a sniper without Satanic. Imagine when he gets that item. Daedalus, plus a full Mjolnir, and also Brigand's Blade. I started to spit, Gary, for whatever reason.
We've got to stay hydrated. That's where all that liquid's coming from. Another lane of barracks for Liquid themselves, and they move up to top now as well. Seemingly unstoppable. Mega creeps should come. Oh, the glyph is there. Talon holding.
That's the last barrack. Last melee barrack standing. We're going to see that fight again. Beautiful counter initiation from Insania. Pops that overgrowth, and yeah, you see Zai gets on top of Lina, plus a Sniper. She just disappears, and Sniper keeps peeping inside of this living armor. 2 of these supports, they just don't have enough damage to take him out.
So much sustain, and the grease from the Zai DP as well, right? When you get lower, you get that bonus coming in. Gorgeous stuff from Liquid.
This is do or die.
23 just wants a straight one-on-one duel. Yeah, see the Lina against the Sniper, but it's not going to happen. Jabs, well, he songed and moved in the pit. Pops the Manta. Roshan is nearly dead, but BKB's up. Turns the fight. The jump from the Tusk, kicking Lina across the pit. Roshan down, grabbed by Makoto. He's snatched in, but Lina's dead now. Makoto with an Age of Steel. Whoa,
Sniper.
Where did he go?
DD
he went
Sniper.
to call GG. That's where he went.
Oh, what a beautiful execution of the team fights from Team Liquid.
That Daedalus.
He doesn't even smile. He's like, another, here's the smile in the end. And as you said, gotta stay hydrated.
Keep those liquids up. It's a warm day here, even past midnight. Make sure you stay hydrated, because there's more games to come. Game 2 coming up.
I want to see Talon go for a different hero, so this is like extremely greedy. If they have an offlaner that can join a fight, this doesn't feel like an offlane hero to me. It feels like you literally have 2 carries. This is something that does happen in pubs, where you're like, well, you gotta roll. One guy rolls, the other guy doesn't want to do it, and then you end up with 2 carries somehow.
Yeah.
It seems to be super greedy. It's just you need to delay the game so much, and also having Undying as a 5, so there's a lot to do for Void Spirit and Mirana, and things got very difficult very quickly.
Oh, they did. Like when Liquid had this triple blink timing, you could see, okay, Lina is online in terms of her itemization. She's at a point where she feels strong in a vacuum. But then you look at Liquid and they've got Greaves, triple blink, 3, 4 heroes that can jump on the Lina, and Sniper's just there going, brup, 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 not moving. Mickey just didn't care in fights.
Zai and Mickey did not die a single time that game.
Beautiful.
They perfect execution, perfect positioning. Zai dominated the laning stage. Both him and Boxy managed to push out Lina out of the lane relatively early on. They got the first tower with the first Exo, second Exo. They moved to a mid lane, kill a Lina, smoke from behind. Also, the vision game from Team Liquid has been on point, like setting up this deep vision with either Hoodwink coming out from the trees or Treant Protector. So a lot of that vision does not get dewarded.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid's vision game was absolutely spectacular. Spot on stuff, starting with the lane wards in behind towers, and then moving into that mid game where they've got deep jungle wards looking into the enemy triangle to hunt down the Lina. Spot on stuff from Liquid there in game